Hi folks, Colin here, back with more rock and roll. Good to see you. I had some very sad news this week. Poor Randy Richter passed away. I'm sure a lot of you know who I'm talking about. Randy Richter was one of the absolute legends of rockabilly music and a great promoter of the art form for many years, and he'll be much missed. I knew Randy from about 2013. He taught me guitar back in the day, and I learned so much from him, and I'm eternally grateful for that. So what I was going to do, I was going to show you the first lick that Randy ever taught me, which is taken from a song called Sweet Love on My Mind by Johnny Burnett and the Rock and Roll Trio. Now I'd been listening to Johnny Burnett and the Rock and Roll Trio quite a lot before I met Randy, and it was just like, I just didn't know how you could do it. I just no idea. And so when I met Randy, I said, can you teach me this lick? And he just taught me it, and I couldn't believe it, and my life changed. And I've been, doing rock and roll and rockabilly ever since. So anyway, what I should say is Randy grew up in Rostock in East Germany at the time when it was still part of this sort of communist world, and I imagine it must have been quite difficult for him to get hold of rockabilly, rock and roll records at that time. Rock and roll, rockabilly, these art forms are kind of generally seen as being anti-establishment, and if you're living in an authoritarian world, I imagine they would not have been popular with the authorities. So that was quite an achievement, and I think that comes, when I got to know him, he was such a resourceful person. He could just sort of get stuff. I don't know how he did it anyway, but and he travelled around the world with his band. He taught himself guitar, and he went to America at a young age and met all the rockabilly stars and played with them as well. So it's truly a legend. Anyway, this lick is taken from Sweet Love on My Mind, which is kind of a 2-chord song. So it's in the key of E. I'm a man who's got nothing but sweet love on my mind. So it sort of cycles between E and B7. And the lick goes like this. It's kind of like played around the E minor pentatonic. It's not that hard to play, but when you don't know anything about music, as I didn't at the time, it was quite a revelation. So you're going to play 12th fret on the top 2 strings, 1, 2, 3, 3 times, and 15 on the top 2 strings, so that bit, one more time. Then we're going to go back between those 12 and 15, like that. One more time. Then I'm going to go to 14 on the D, then 12 on the B, G, and do the same sort of thing. One more time. Okay, first lick. Second lick. One more time. Then we're going to go down to 9 on the B, G, then 12 B, G, 9. One more time. So the whole thing. Then 9 on the D, 9 on B, G, 12 B, G, 9 B, G. Okay, whole thing. One more time. Okay folks, I hope you find that helpful. Now, the way that I just explained that was kind of the way that Randy used to teach me guitar. He just used to teach me one lick at a time. And by breaking it down like that, it made the guitar much more accessible and easy to play. And slow it right down, so that was the other tip that I got. There you go. So Randy used to use period, absolutely everything that he had was period accurate, you know, so he would have vintage equipment, vintage clothes, vintage furniture in his house. He was 100% the real deal. And there aren't many people around like that, so yeah, I'd just like to say what a privilege it was to know you, Randy, and we're missing you and wish you all the best. Okay folks, I'll see you next time with more rock and roll. Keep rocking, and if you like these videos, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.